everyone, this is Dakota from the Duck Nest Wellness Center, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about grad student wellness, stress relief, and self-care. So what I'm going to do is I have a series of videos that I'm going to go through. They're going to be a little bit shorter, and I'm going to talk a little bit about all of these things in each one. So I hope you join me. And I did want to start off by saying that while I am a non-traditional student and I might be close in age to some of y'all grad students, I'm not one. I'm still an undergrad. So I just wanted to point that out, throw that out there. I think it's important. So I might not know a lot of the things firsthand that you're facing, but I think it's really important to talk about it. And that is because grad students are a really underrepresented population of people in our space in the Duck Nest. And we want to change that, or at least bring some of these tools to you and fit them to your situations, so you can take charge of your own well-being and practice them on your own. So I did want to talk a little bit about, to start off with, some of the unique stressors and challenges that y'all face, because they're different, right? They're different from what people in our community, like undergrads, face. So I wanted to start off by saying that, so according to a recent American College Health Association survey, 66% of graduate students report above average stress. I think it's probably a little bit more above average, but that's huge, right? That's over half of the population that's saying, hey, we're stressed. And in an effort to sort of destigmatize and normalize some of these challenges, let's name some of them, because you're not alone in these struggles. And this is something that this community, these challenges are something that this community faces that undergrads might not be able to relate to in the same way, right? So academic pressure might be something that's on your plate, finances for sure, work-life school balance. So being able to give yourself in a certain way to all of those things in a healthy way might be really challenging. Burnout definitely comes from something like that, right? And maybe not having that balance. Anxiety and depression, so struggling with those types of things while you're a grad student can be really, really difficult. Isolation, so that's going to look a little different right now, right? But that can be physical isolation like we're experiencing right now. It can be social isolation, right? So right now, it might not be as easy to tell if someone is isolating, but they might not be responding to messages on social media, or they might not be reaching out as much. So it could look a little different in those situations, but that's certainly a stressor and a challenge. Relationship maintenance, so this could look like your kind of interpersonal relationships, right? So like family, friends, colleagues. This could be relationships with significant others. And another relationship that grad students have is the relationship with your advisor, right? So that can definitely be a stressor and a challenge if that's, you know, a relationship that's hard to maintain, or a relationship where y'all maybe don't see eye to eye. And something you may or may not experience is needing to figure out childcare, right? That's definitely a unique stressor and challenge to have to figure that out and go to school and work. So the reality is that if you're not working in your office, you may be working at home, and dropping everything to do 30 minutes of yoga or like self-care in any way may ultimately be unrealistic. And that's okay. So whether you're, you know, even whether your desk is like a sitting or a standing desk, you might often find yourself in the same spot for hours and hours, and you might feel kind of stuck in that place, and you might start to feel that in your body, right? You might start to feel sore. So what can we do about this? So the way that y'all access wellness and stress relief might look a little different, and that's 100% okay. So over this video series, what I'm hoping to do is provide to you some on-the-go activities, tips and tricks, resources to help keep your mind active and calm while providing some stress relief. So I hope you tune in. This is the end of the first chunk. Just to give you a little preview, some other things we're going to be talking about is actual stress relief at your desk. So we're going to be going over some like different kinds of meditation and stretches, other techniques. And I did really want to talk about resources. As some of you may or may not know, the Duck Nest is kind of a resource hub, and there are a lot of resources you might not think that are for you on campus, but they are. So I definitely wanted to touch on that. But with that, that is the end of our first chunk, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks.